Movie night, back with another classic. I'm your host, Easy. Welcome to Call In with Jen. My bad, y'all. Haven't been posting. But look, I don't know if you see my last video. It's looking like we got the MRI done. They talking surgery. So I've been a little depressed and just kind of, not depressed, but just chilling. You know what I'm saying? Chilling out. I don't want to work myself too much. For me, so we definitely been taking it easy. But I was waiting a little while so we could get some tires for the Escalade. We done did a couple things, and I wanted to kind of finish everything before we go ahead and make this video. So I guess these are some things to expect when having this generation Escalade. This is a 2016 Escalade. Let me show y'all real quick. And we're gonna go through some things that we've done. So if you need tires, get them. Because once these things start wearing out, they start wearing out. I guess fairly cheap. They were like $650 after taxes and a wheel alignment, etc. They were $800. The whole thing, getting everything done, balance, put on, tires, and wheel alignment. Arresta, 50,000 miles. 50,000 miles XL. Make sure you get the tires XL because they gotta be that. They gotta have that rating for this weighted vehicle. Like this vehicle is damn near 6,000 pounds, so they gotta be XL so they could hold the weight. So that right there is 800. I was having AC issues. If you don't find any leaks, most likely it's gonna be your compressor. That's what it was. So I wound up swapping that. That was $250 plus the three to four cans of A134A or refrigerant. So yeah, roughly about $350. I had my boy do that, so I didn't pay no labor. And last but not least, we finally fixed the screen. If you guys are having issues with the screen, Amazon, $30. It's just the display, it's not the screen itself. You can do it yourself. There's a whole bunch of videos out there. There's a lot of screws. There's a lot of screws involved. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to make sure you got your eyes open. As far as taking these panels off and stuff like that, that was dumb easy. Finally, we got this. The only thing I forgot to vacuum, my bad. But we got the credit card out that was stuck in here. That was dumb easy. Had I known, I was just nervous, because it was an Escalade. So, I really didn't want to mess up the clips, etc. I did kind of chip it here a little bit. I thought it was in, and I kind of popped it in, and it, so a little scuff. But she's held up pretty well. Got it detailed. Super clean. I forgot the cup holders and such, but I don't know. A lot of people talk a lot of smack about Escalades, but she's been pretty good. The reason why I don't want to keep it is because I got a vision, and my vision is having all two doors in the house. I got, if you've been watching me lately, I got the Camaro, of course. We got the 100, of course. And then we got the Blazer we about to start working on. Literally about to start working on that. And the Escalade is just not a good fit for the garage. Not that it's a dream. Well, technically it's my dream garage because I've dreamed about having those three vehicles. So the Escalade is going to kind of offset it. But we almost done paying it. And the one bad decision about getting these Escalades is the fact that they do depreciate like tanking. They tank. You know what I'm saying? So that kind of it makes me feel a certain way. But wifey loves it. Pardon me, I am throwing the brewski back. Like I said, I can't do much because of my leg. But clean, spacious, comfortable, smooth, options are plentiful. I love the fact that when that display does go out, it's not expensive. You don't have to replace the whole thing. And just look at overall, the leather has held up. We going on 97,000 miles. I don't know if y'all can see that over there. 97,000 miles. No crazy issues. I do hear ticking noise. I heard it's like the lifters going out or something like that. But we're kind of ready for it. My boy, he's crazy too because his transmission went out. He doesn't have this one, so let me just put y'all on game. He has the all-wheel drive one. If you got the all-wheel drive one, that system tends to wear on him, like it wears on a transmission. So keep that in mind. All-wheel drive means more stuff to break. So this one, just being a rear-wheel drive, I haven't experienced any transmission issues yet. But I do feel it skip sometimes. It used to skip. I mean, I don't know. I hardly drive this thing, but when I do, it's been a while since I felt that skip. And I've looked on YouTube videos and I've seen people, they've gotten the transmission rebuilt, replaced, etc. I think it's a factory thing. Like, don't quote me on this, but I read something not too long ago. I'm not sure if it's true, but Chevy was in lawsuits because these trucks was having issues and they knew about it. So something to look out for. But I don't know, we've been fortunate, and I've seen them 150, 200,000 miles. Of course, they might need a new engine, might need a new transmission. I'll be looking all through Facebook, and they got some mileage on them. I'm saying, so do I recommend the SUV? Yeah, just be ready. It's luxury. It's a Cadillac. They're gonna go in on you, and just be, unlike European cars and German cars, it's American, so you could buy parts off Amazon. I don't buy off Amazon much because I get desperate. I want something done today. I'm gonna get it, via O'Reilly, Advanced Auto Parts, stuff like that. So I definitely use aftermarket parts on my American cars. On the European car, the Benz, I can't do that. Like, I'm scared to do that because I have a feeling that the car is not going to run the way it's supposed to. But that's the great thing about Cadillac, it's luxury, and the parts are fairly been cheap. Like I said, the condenser, the screen, tires, I wanted to go hard, but I'm in between on whether I wanted to sell it or not. Maybe get rid of it, so I don't want to go too hard, but she's been great to the family. A couple trips to North Carolina. If it's your first time watching, let me remind you, this thing's been to North Carolina, Ohio, and New York. Ohio twice, North Carolina twice, New York 3 times. I want to say 4, but let's give or take 3 times. 0 issues, surprisingly great on gas, so no regrets. Definitely a great SUV all around, and it looks pretty too. You got 2 after this one, and this one kind of like, it's starting to look dated because there's 2 of them out, but it still looks good for 2016. We about to go on damn near 10 years, and look, it still looks good. I wanted to put some rims. I wanted to kind of deck it out just a little bit. But wifey don't like none of that stuff, so we'll leave it alone. And I like to ride in something to kind of blend in traffic. That's why I thought of never doing anything to it. Like I was going to jump out the window and throw some 24s on here when they needed tires. But like I said, wifey don't like it. And I like the fact that, for the most part, this is low key. Like, you only see soccer moms driving this. So I just wanted to give you all an update. 97,000 miles. I'll bring it back out when we hit the 100. Hopefully, so we won't run into no major issues. It's crazy because I was thinking, I haven't even changed the spark plugs on this. I haven't done like a full tune-up. I'm kind of waiting for it to skip on me or something, so I could do the spark plugs, the wires, etc. But I guess it's not time yet because everything is running fine. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. The one thing I do need to do is the transmission fluid. I'm due for that. That right there is like 3 and change. I'm gonna try to figure out if I could do it myself. If not, I'm gonna take it to the dealer because this is a sealed transmission. But I love the truck. A lot of space, comfortable. That Bose system sounds good, and now that the screen is working, super excited. On that note, hope y'all enjoyed this video. Stay tuned, more content coming soon. Call language.